Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival. I'm an Oldguy Gaming, and we are back, finally back, doing our next episode here in Empyrion on YouTube. So, I've been gone for a couple weeks. I was back all this week, but very busy with work and streaming and stuff like that, and just didn't really have a whole lot of time to do a lot of YouTube, so I apologize for that. Just not enough time, not enough time. Too many games, not enough time. Not enough old guy to go around. But anyway, we are back now, and what I wanted to do is I wanted to go ahead and do another Empyrion episode here, and get why. Okay, hold on a second. What? Why can't I find the right texture for this? I'm like confused. It's not showing me the right stuff. Oh, here we go. It's that one. Okay. Yeah, okay. So anyway, sorry. It's kind of late at night. I've been streaming all day, so I'm kind of tired, but I wanted to get this episode out and get something going. And just let everybody know, that we're still going strong with Empyrion. I'm still really loving the game, enjoying it. As a lot of you may know, Alpha 8 Experimental is available to play, but I just have not had time to do that, and I've heard from a lot of different people that it's really buggy right now. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to wait probably just wait until it's actually released as an actual alpha release, a stable version, before we move to that. So in the meanwhile, we're going to continue here in Alpha 7 on the server. I still have the capital ship build going on there with the J-Jet sitting over there. And if I don't finish this build in Alpha 7, we will definitely just blueprint it and move it into Alpha 8 and continue working on it. All right, so enough of that. The goal for tonight's stream is to go mining. I am really low on resources. Sathium in particular, because we've made so many combat steel blocks to build that ship. And so what we did was 3 or 4 weeks ago, I don't remember now how long ago it was, but on a Saturday morning, what I did was I had spawned in this warp shuttle micro, and I got it off of the Steam Workshop. Let's take a look at that for a second. Capital vessels. Yeah, so we got this from the Steam Workshop, and it's a really cheap, inexpensive capital ship, but it's a full capital ship. It's got a full size warp drive in it. The idea behind it is just to get you, into something that you can use, to warp to other planets. The problem with it, though, is that, it's made out of just basic steel, and it is so weak. I took a couple of shots from a POI, and, it did major damage to it. And so what I did was I took this thing and I rebuilt it, completely upgraded it to combat steel, and made a couple of additional tweaks to it as well. Like, for example, the thrusters in the original version are completely exposed. There's nothing protecting the thrusters. Can't talk. Thrusters, as well as the cargo boxes in the harvest box. All that stuff is just completely exposed, and so this ship cannot take a hit. It just can't take any hits. Without losing stuff. And so what I did was I went around and I completely upgraded the whole thing to combat steel, and put shutters, hardened steel shutters around the the cargo boxes and the thrusters to toughen it up, so it can take a few more hits. In addition, I also added to the ship. Let me show you here. I also added an oxygen dispenser to the ship, because this does not come with the default stock ship. And so it has an oxygen tank, but it had no way for you to actually refill your oxygen tank. So we did that. I put a glass cover over the core, and then recolored it kind of a blue and black type of color, as you can see here. Alright, so hopefully it'll be a little bit tougher. We also extended the back out a little bit more. We still have, you know, the ramp to get the hovercraft on there. And, you know, just made a tiny bit more space on the front. Oh, the other thing we did too is we added access from the top. So that way if I land the ship on top of here, we have another way to get down into the cockpit rather than trying, you know, jumping down and hitting that thing. Not a big deal in space, but it is kind of a pain in the butt if you're on a planet. Okay, so really that's it. And I did all that off camera. It's just something I did one evening, you know, to get this thing ready to go. And there you have it. I have not re-uploaded the ship on the workshop. I'm not planning to, but if you guys are interested in it, let me know, and I might put it up and just share it out with friends. But I don't take any credit for this. I'm not the one I'm not the one that built it. It was built by Rustimus. Okay, Rustimus is the one who came up with this ship. It was an awesome idea. You know, for a very, very cheap starter capital ship, it just needed to be toughened up. That's really all there was to it. Okay, and so that's what we did. All right, so enough of that. I also did a little bit of pentaxid mining off camera, and so we should have a pretty good supply of warp fuel now. And we're gonna put this block in here. We're gonna grab more of this. And the plan for this stream is, again, we're just going to jump in this thing, and we're going to head out to some other planets. And we're looking for sathium in particular, but we also could definitely use some more neodymium and some more zirconium as well. So we got the ladybug with us, with the mining lasers equipped, and I think we're ready to go. I'm probably forgetting something, I always do, but I don't know what that is. One other thing too, I'll show you. I did on the Yellow Jacket. I know this doesn't look very good, but I needed to put a little more protection over this cockpit because the cockpit is completely exposed. And I was actually fighting a POI a while back, and I lost the cockpit. The whole rest of the ship stayed intact, but the cockpit was gone. And so I wanted to give that just a little bit more protection too. This thing's fairly capable. It is made out of hardened steel. It's got 3 Gatlings and 2 rocket launchers. So, you know, if we run into trouble, the plan is that we jump out of the ship, the cap ship real quick, jump into the small vessel, and you know, take out whatever's harassing us from there. Just because, again, there's not really any room on the starter shuttle here for any guns without making further modifications, which I really didn't want to do. I mean, I wanted to kind of keep the ship more or less you know, in its original configuration, but just toughen it up. And then of course I also added some landing gears as well. Okay, so enough of that. Let's go ahead and hop in the ship here, and we are going to take off, and we're heading towards somewhere. Alright, so let's open up our sector map here. There are a lot of planets in VooDoo3 that I'm running here that I have not yet been to. Now, Mur's moon has it has a restroom and it has zirconium, but I've had a hard time getting to it because the stuff that is left on the moon is next to some pretty nasty POIs. So what I'm thinking we might do is, maybe let's kind of head along, you know, the inner circle here, and see what we can find. Again, I would like more zirconium and a restroom, but what I need more than anything else is, did I lock the target on that? Yes, I did. Is sathium. Okay? So sathium is really what we're after more than anything else. Okay, here we go. Okay, obviously I have been here before. I just don't remember what's on this planet, so we're going to just do a quick flyby and check it out. Silicon, copper, cobalt, and pentaxid is in the belt. You know, we probably need some more cobalt too, now that I think about it. But cobalt is something, we have an asteroid of cobalt in our home system, so I probably won't worry about grabbing that while we're traveling abroad here, since we have it right in our backyard. I'd rather spend the effort and the time going after the stuff that we don't have in our home system, which still it happens to be Taladar for the moment. So what else can I tell you? There's been some talk with my buds in our Discord channel, and somebody was telling me that it might not even be until like somewhere around July until Elyon gets Alpha 8 into stable build. I guess, like I said, there's just been all kinds of problems with it. I have not played it myself. I don't really know what all the issues are, but I just know that there's been a lot of problems with it. So, that's fine. I would prefer that they take their time, work on it, and get it working right, rather than release it, with a bunch of issues. So, right now it's an experimental, so that's the whole point. Get people playing it, finding the issues, letting them know about it so they can get it fixed. All right. So we got a nasty down there. Oh, you know what? Is this the planet? This must be the planet I think we were on where we almost got killed by the patrol vessel. Bet you that's what this planet is. It looks like the same planet. I just don't remember. What do we have for ores on this planet? We have sathium and neodymium. Alright. Maybe we should see if we can snag some of that. Yeah, this is the planet that, we almost lost our small vessel to the patrol vessel on this planet. I wonder where that patrol vessel is, first of all. It doesn't appear to be docked in its facility. There's the headquarters. Okay. This is also the planet that I that I got stuck in too. I wasn't paying attention and I dug myself into a hole that I was not able to get out. But I ended up having to take the ladybug apart. At that point in time I was still using the mechanical drills. I didn't have the laser drills. I had to actually take the thing apart down in the hole and then, kind of climb out on foot because I just could not get the damn thing out of there. And because I didn't have the laser drills, I couldn't drill my way out above my head because you have to be really close with the mechanical drills. But it wasn't a big deal. I mean, I was going to take the thing apart anyway. The thing that made it dangerous, though, was that I had to hoof it back to the small vessel, and I just barely got back before the patrol vessel kind of came around the hill. Actually came through the hill, and almost lost everything. So, close call. That bug right there is nasty. That little fella off to the right there, he is not friendly at all. There's another one there too. Oh, whoa! Straighten out, straighten out, straighten out. Okay, let's bring this down. I want to kind of look around a little bit before we... There's 2 Neo deposits in this valley, which is cool, but what I would prefer to have is sathium. We could grab some Neo. It's not no harm in doing so, but sathium's what we really need. I don't want those to park too close to those bugs because they actually have... They're ranged and they're pretty nasty, as I recall. Let's move over this way. Well, there's 2 of them right there. Alright, let's back up and go this way. I think what we might do here is we might get in the small vessel. Let's put most of that in there. We might get in the small vessel and cheese those guys from the small vessel because again they're pretty nasty. Not really worried about the arachnids, it's those other bugs. let's hop in here. Alright. Make sure our guns are loaded. And let's see here. Where? Oh, okay, there's one of them there. These are they're like plasma bugs or something. And they're kind of hard to kill too. Of course, my aiming wasn't all that great either, but okay, where's another one? There's another one right there. And then one more here. Okay, I think that takes care of the plasma bugs in the immediate vicinity. I'm not even sure if that's what you call them, but they shoot some pretty nasty stuff. Let's take him out of the way. We might as well just take them all down. These guys die easy. Alright. Oh, there's another one. Okay. So everything now down. That we need to be concerned about. At some point I need to do an alien bug. I need to do some looting. I don't even have the enhanced weapons yet. But we've spent a lot of time on this playthrough, you know, building the capital ship and building the space station and all that, so... What I have not spent a lot of time doing, of course, is doing a lot of raiding of POIs and that. We kill a golem somewhere. This must be pretty heavy gravity on this planet. Some pentaxid there. Take all that. All right, so let's go back to the cap ship. We'll jump on a ladybug and we'll hit some neodymium. All right, let's get this thing lined up. Get lined up about like that, and then this can come back that way. There we go. That should work. Alright, let's move over a little closer to the deposit as well. And we do need to kind of keep our eye open for the capital, the patrol vessel, the planetary patrol vessel. It could be popping up over the side of the hill at any moment. Let's cut the thrusters, but we'll leave everything else running. Looks like I've got a pretty good supply of fuel in here. there is one other thing we want to do first before we completely take off here. And that is... let's get this thing down. It doesn't go all the way down to the ground, but it goes down far enough for us to get the ladybug back up when we need to. Alright, cool. How are we doing for fuel in this thing? It's as full as we can use or get with the fusion cells. So here we go. We're going down here to this Neo. So we can kind of see it down there. Let's hit it from here. Oh, that's why that was saying that to me. Stone removal. Let's get rid of this thing so it doesn't block us when we're trying to get back out. Alright, now we're back to resource mining. Let's lower this down. It's a little bit high. Right about there. Okay, any patrol vessels coming around the hill trying to kill us? I don't see anything. Let's go ahead and hop back up here. Whoa, that was a little too far. Jumped right over the top. Let's try that again. So we want to just point the nose up, just nudge it a little bit. Easy there. There we go. Okay, let's raise it back up just a tad, and we'll pivot it around this way so it's facing backwards. That's pretty good there, I think. Turn that off. And let's grab the Neo out of here. Where did we get that? Oh, we must have mined that from somewhere else. Okay, let's just grab everything except for the stone. Might even end up just tossing that. We got so much of that stuff, it's not funny. Alright, let's put this in the cargo box. Put all that stuff in there. And off to the next deposit. Let's see, we got to turn our thrusters back on. We left the ramp down, but that's okay. Okay, so there's another another Neo deposit over here. Grab it since it's right here and easy to get to. Then we got to go after sathium. Okay. Thrusters are off. It's so much nicer mining lasers as opposed to the mechanical drills. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do... Wow, that thing goes down pretty deep. Okay, let's start it right here. Yeah, I guess it's not really bad deep. Sometimes I find it easier to do this in first person. Alright, we're going through the green wall. Alright, there's a sathium deposit there. And a gyroport. A drone port. I think the gyroport has a turret, but I don't remember for sure if it does. Slide this forward. Okay, good. There's two sathiums down here. Okay, is this thing, this transport, I don't think that has guns. I'm gonna be okay. I think those guys over in front of us do, though. All right. Well, let's do this. Couple drones down there. A Neo deposit. A lot of Neo on this planet. Cobalt. Silicon. Sathium. There we go. Right there, perfect. $8,400 too. That's a big deposit. Take it. One of those nasty bugs. Okay, turn the thrusters off. I wonder if we should jump in this first. We'll take those drones out. We're over here. Just in case they're coming this way. Another meteorite. See it. Alright, there was a couple drones over on this end of the valley. There they are. What's our range? 296 meters? Come at them from up high. Okay, takes them out. Take all that stuff. Oh, patrol vessel. Alright, I wonder if we could take this thing out. How many rockets do we have? Coming over towards the capital ship. Even if we could just take his engines out, then he won't be able to harass us. For a range of 315 meters. Target this engine here. Okay, we took out that engine. Heading towards our capital ship. Alright, you know what? This is too risky. I do not want to lose that ship. Do not want to lose that ship. Too risky. Let's get over here and get landed and get the hell out of here. Try and make it look pretty. Let's just go quickly, quickly, quickly. Took his rear engine out, but he still has the stuff on the side. Okay, well, there's a couple things we could do. We could go up into space and park and then come back down in the small vessel and take this dude out. Maybe that's what we'll do. Or maybe we just go home. I think maybe that's what we'll do. I'm super tired. And we did get pretty good load of sathium. We're going to need to repair both of our ships. on down here. That repair first, and then we'll move over so we can get the small vessel down there. Not far enough. Yep. Get her all repaired back up. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for this episode. When we come back, I still would like to get some more sathium, so we might do another mining episode, or I might even just do that off camera. I don't know, we'll see. But as soon as possible, we'll get started again on our capital ship over here. Looking forward to continuing work on that, and I'm not expecting any out-of-town trips for a while now, so I should be able to get back to a somewhat normal schedule, and hopefully back to weekly YouTube videos. So thanks for coming and hanging out. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, and if you haven't already done so, consider subscribing to the channel. Also stop by and see me on Twitch. I do stream several times a week. You can find the link to my Twitch channel in the About section of my YouTube channel. You guys have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you next time around. Bye.